Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation on why Strength in Shadows is an underwhelming perk in Dead by Daylight. Strength in Shadows activates when you are in the basement. You are granted the ability to self-heal without a medkit at 70% the normal healing speed. This is approximately a 23-second heal. When you complete a healing action in the basement, you see the killer's aura for a brief period. Strength in Shadows is a very unique perk. Under normal circumstances, the basement is a dangerous place that a survivor has very little reason to be going into. However, Strength in Shadows causes the basement to be a place of refuge. That being said, there are a number of factors that cause it to be rather niche. Primarily, its effects are limited entirely to the basement. This means that your ability to use it is both map and RNG dependent. Certain maps, such as Rotten Fields with a centrally located basement, means the basement is equally accessible regardless of where you are on the map. Other maps, such as the game that spawn the basement in a far corner of the map, will make any trek to the basement that much longer. However, there is a trade-off. The closer the basement is to the center of the map, the more likely it is that the killer will intercept you or follow your trail. That's another huge risk the perk asks you to take. If you're found injured in the basement, that will be a major setback. That is, unless you're running Wiki to get out for free, but that only works once. Risks aside, the math just generally doesn't work out well either. Strength in Shadows offers a self-healing speed twice the rate of self-care, but that 23-second difference is eaten into depending on how long it takes you to make your way to the basement. With self-care, you can just hunker down in the corner and reduce the risk of being found regardless of where you are on the map. And if we really care about efficiency, you can just bring a medkit to get the best of both worlds. The only unique thing Strength in Shadows offers is some aura reading on the killer. This is a pretty underwhelming effect. While it is nice to keep tabs on the killer, the terror radius provides enough information when it's important. There's only one way out of the basement, so if you hear the terror radius, you may just hunker down for a bit until the killer leaves the area. If the killer's far away, sure, you may move in the opposite direction to repair a safer generator, but that may not always be an option. There are other reasons you'd want to get closer to the killers, such as to move in for a protection hit or flashlight save, but other perks such as empathy or even inner focus can provide this information more readily. All that said, Strength in Shadows is a lot of extra steps for something other perks do more simply, and the combination of effects simply don't add up to make it particularly worthwhile. There are a few changes I would make to Strength in Shadows. The ability to self-heal would remain untouched, though it now houses the scaling for the perk tiers, which are twice the value of the equivalent self-care speed. Strength in Shadows now offers additional stealth bonuses while you're in the basement. You do not scream, nor can your aura be read by the killer. This minimizes the peril of being injured in the basement and also enables the perk to be a strong complement to invocations, should they ever be worth running. The other major change I made was to swap out the aura reading for another effect. As I mentioned, the aura reading is kinda mediocre, so I hope to help counterbalance the efficiency problem with this change. When you are successfully healed in the basement, Strength in Shadows grants you a semi-permanent status that enhances great skill check bonuses. This helps offset the time wasted running to basement by enabling you to recoup it with great skill checks. This can pair nicely with a perk like Stakeout, as you may gain tokens while you're sneaking towards the basement. I think it also works well with the flavor text, as the initial line suggests you're coming back stronger than before. Thanks for watching, leave a like, and put your thoughts in the comments below.